Yo, what is going on, guys? Jack here, and today I've got for you guys the 5th episode of this, our Arsenal Football Manager 2015 playthrough. Hopefully you guys are good. Today I've got for you guys a double live com. First and foremost, we're going to be taking on Liverpool. Then we're going to be taking on Shakhtar this episode, who are our main rivals in the Champions League to get out of the group stage. You can see here we're ahead of Monaco, but we're behind Shakhtar. We require a win to leapfrog them and get into the knockout stage after a kind of shaky affair, to say the least, in the Champions League. So anyway, we've got that. Then next episode, we have Tottenham and Chelsea live comms. So plenty of action coming your way in the next few episodes. So today I'm going to start off by reviewing the other games that have happened since the previous episode. I'm not going to go into too much detail, and I plan on reviewing the Champions League ones before the next Champions League game, which is obviously Shakhtar, but I'm going to have a little kind of cut edit in between the two bits. So right now, this is the Premier League half the episode, so let's focus on the Premier League. And so far, so good, I guess you could say, in the Premier League. You can see, since the last episode, which of course was the 3-0 defeat to Chelsea, we have gone on a nice run of games. We won 6 games in a row, only conceding in 5 of them, one of which was a Capital One Cup game. That's the reason we played Chelsea in a few games. Unfortunately for us, we did lose our last Premier League game. That was against West Brom, so I'm looking to regain the momentum that we had going into that game as we come up against the Liverpool side, who at the moment are 17th in the league, have sacked Brendan Rodgers and have just taken on Rafa Benitez as their manager. So I'm not going to go through all of these games because there are a fair few, but I will show a few of them. As you can see here, we beat Crystal Palace 4-0, a really good result at home, a good way to bounce back following our spanking at Chelsea. Crystal Palace, when we were playing them in this game, were one of the better teams. They were 7th in the league, I believe, so it wasn't an easy game by any means going into it on the face of it. However, we did come away with the win, Raheem Sterling getting the Man of the Match award, and he has been absolutely incredible for us. We did beat Charlton in the Capital One Cup. I did play a rotated side for this. Obviously, we beat Tottenham in the previous leg. Federico Bonazzoli actually got a hat-trick for us, which was a great way to score on his first-team debut. Of course, he joined us from Inter for £1 million. So I was really happy to see him get a hat-trick there. That was a good result, but expected. Following on from this, 2-0 against Swansea, another good result. You can see here, Swansea, Gary Monk's their manager. If we go and look at the league, you can see they're another team who are right up there alongside Crystal Palace. And we beat them too, so that was another very, very good result. This was a 2-0 win away from home, so not an easy game by any means. Looking at the stats here, you can see Raheem Sterling and Royce with the goals. Sterling grabbing the Man of the Match award again. You may notice a minor trend emerging here. On the back of that, we then played Stoke, where Raheem Sterling got another 2 goals. Sanchez got 1. It was a good 3-1 win. It was a good late fight back, 2 late goals. That kind of sealed the deal for us coming in the last 15 minutes. And Raheem Sterling again with the Man of the Match award. We then played Leicester, who we spanked 3-0. Another clean sheet to write down and write home about. You can see here, looking at the goal scorers, Royce, Sterling and Sanchez getting the goals for us. Good to see our kind of midfield trio getting the goals. Raheem Sterling not getting Man of the Match this game. Sanchez got it, but that was a good result nevertheless. And the last game that we won in this kind of sequence was against West Ham, where Sanchez did score the win. As you can see here, I made a triple sub bringing on Sanchez, Sterling and Giroud. I'd rotated my squad a little bit with the Liverpool game in mind. Song sending off helped us a little bit towards the end of the game, but it was a game that we were struggling in until I made those 60th minute changes, and then Sanchez grabbed a goal within 3 minutes of being on the pitch, which was a really nice turnaround. Unfortunately, our fine run of form did come to an end away at the Hawthorns. You can see here, Raheem Sterling's late strike for us was not enough to get us anything from that game. So that was a bit of a shame to end on a kind of, I guess, a low point. But what those results mean is, if we look at the table, we are currently 2nd in the league. We've played the same amount of games as all the teams around us. You can see here, looking at it, Manchester United, who are in 4th, are 6 points behind us, and our goal difference is superior. We're only 3 points off the leaders, Man City, who we've got coming up sooner rather than later, I do believe, if we check the schedule. So that's another game to look forward to. So yeah, that's what's happened in the league. We're going to get into the Liverpool game now. Just one more thing. If you look at the player stats here, you can see Sterling leading the way in every category, which is incredible. He's been such a good player for us. But anyway, I've got my starting lineup selected. let's get into this game, the first of this episode. This one is against Liverpool, who are 16th in the league, so hopefully we can get something here. And of course, we have got the Shakhtar game to kind of bear in mind, which is a must-win game, and we need to win it. There's no bottom line. If we don't make the Champions League knockout stages, that would be a massive, massive failure. We are guaranteed Europa League football. However, 1 point behind Shakhtar, and we're playing them at home. I'd expect us to win, was it not for the fact that we did lose 4-1 when we first played them in the group stage, and that is kind of lingering in the back of my mind. But anyway, let's take it one game at a time here. We are taking on Liverpool. My full-strength team is being deployed. Koscielny's back from injury. Of course, last episode he was missing for us against Chelsea because he'd been injured on international duty. Since then, he's come back to full fitness, which is really good to see. So anyway, we are playing Liverpool, who, as I mentioned, are really low down in the league, but they have just recaptured Rafa Benitez as their manager. Giroud has a chance, he scores, it's offside. It's offside, Jack. Don't get your hopes up. Look at the linesman, he is not budging. But no, so Rafa Benitez here, newly kind of crowned Liverpool manager. This is only his second game in charge. So this might not be as easy as it otherwise would be. You know, you'd think Liverpool in that 17th really should be beating them, but a new manager galvanising the side potentially. It's not going to be a kind of easy one to win. But anyway, we've got a free kick here, and free kicks right now in FM15 seem pretty good. Royce, I guess, will be the one to stand over it. He plays it short. Well, I was about to big up his free kick ability because Royce has scored some crazy free kicks for us, but not on this occasion. But Sanchez here, options in the middle, whips it to Royce, back post. Can the ball find its way into the box? It can. Sanchez off the crossbar. And we are denied there. Yet to have a clear-cut chance either team, but we are looking like by far and away the better team. We're having more possession. Liverpool yet to have a shot on target, but we need to make this spell of dominance count, as Royce will get tackled. And now Balotelli, maybe he can pick out a pass, or maybe he can get in the way of a pass and we can break. Royce here, side netting. That was a real opportunity. And that looks like at half-time, we're going to be a little bit disappointed with that, I think. Well, this is a game we should be winning. We are at home to a team struggling. Yes, they have a new manager, but in reality, we should be ahead. Look at the chances. Look at kind of the way things have been going. It's been disappointing so far, but maybe Raheem Sterling against his former club can find a way through. Giroud will find a way through just 2 minutes into the second half. Sanchez with a fine assist. Great link-up play there, and we move into top spot right now. And Royce with the free kick. Well, I talked about his free kick ability just 2 minutes ago, and he bangs it in. Great start to the second half. 2 goals coming in 5 minutes. Gerrard will replace Joe Allen, so Rafa Benitez looking to make some tactical changes, but we are looking good. A game that we were dominating, but I was worried might go down the same route as a lot of games in FM kind of feel like they go down, whereby you dominate a game without really being able to, I guess, find a way through. But it looks like today is going to be an exception to the rule, because right now we are looking good. Although Liverpool have got a few new legs on. Lambert is in the box. He's going to be deadly. Great tackle there. Monreal saved by Szczesny. Great save there. Szczesny in goal has been really good this year. I did weigh up bringing in Valdez on a free transfer. Of course, if you've watched my streams in the past back on FM14, you'll know about Valdez, the world's best striker. But anyway, I've just seen there actually that Monreal is injured for them, and I know for a fact Liverpool have already used all 3 of their subs, so they are going to be down a man here. I'm going to use the opportunity just to kind of rest a few legs and get some other players on the pitch, just because we have got that game coming up, and I need to bear that in mind. You know, there's no point in risking some of our better players' fitnesses when in reality this is a game that should be dead in the water right now, as Liverpool are going to be down a man, I believe. And so hopefully we can just make that count. Of course, that injury is unfortunate for them, and it looks like they're actually going to now be down to 9 men because Lucas has been sent off. So that should be game, set, and match. Nice little opportunity now maybe to slow down the play a little bit, rest some legs, but it looks like my players want blood. Oxlade-Chamberlain, Giroud with their header makes it 3-0. A fantastic goal there. I was a bit nervous after the first half that we weren't going to be able to get anything from this game, that it was going to be a game where you have shot after shot after shot, and maybe you get hit on the counter, or maybe you just don't find a way through. But we've won this comfortably in the end. Great goals there. Who was it who got on the score in the end? So it was Giroud with 2 and Royce, of course, with the free kick. That is a great result going into the Champions League, and now hopefully we can keep some momentum going.
Since the last episode.
Anyway, guys, I'm now going to skip forward to the Champions League. The last episode, I was in a situation where we were bottom of the league with 1 point. We did the double over Monaco, 2 great results, 2 2-1 wins at both home and away. The first one here, it was against them away, and it required 2 Royce goals to get us back in the game. We were 1-0 down, we responded quickly, and then a goal in the last 20 minutes saved our bacon. Royce grabbing the man of the match, of course, because he was the game winner this game. It was a great result. Obviously, we were long overdue a win in the Champions League. We really needed one to go our way, but we did make life difficult for ourselves. And in fact, we kind of did that in both of these games. So this was the first one. Ocampos, I think, got the goal for them. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure he got the goal for them off this cross. But that was a goal for them, and obviously you go 1-0 down away from home in the Champions League. I immediately mixed up our system. We were kind of being dominated. We kind of played a little bit more conservatively, crowded out the midfield a little bit more. And it kind of worked for us. We didn't really change the shape. It was more just about playing a little bit narrower, trying to close down a little bit more and apply some pressure as the away team. And as I mentioned, it paid off immediately. Royce grabbing a goal here at the back post, which was nice. And then he grabbed another in the 71st minute. This time a free kicks. He's had a few of those this season so far, so that was great for us, to get that first win on the board, and it gave us confidence going into our next game against Monaco, which was at home. And well, I'll tell you what, we needed Royce again, and I mean Sterling has saved our bacon this time. We were 1-0 down after 81 minutes. Berbatov grabbing a late goal for Monaco. I again had to mix up the system, had to change things up. It was a game that we probably deserved to win, but it didn't. It took until very late for us to actually get kind of our just rewards. We struggled. It was a game where Monaco looked solid. They got that goal, and I'm thinking, they're going to smash and grab it, away in Europe. It's going to be quite a European kind of performance. However, we did get away with it. We got a penalty, and then I believe Sterling's goal came from a near post cross from a corner. So making the most of our set pieces, that was in fact the pre-match preparation I had going into this game. It was something that I was looking for us to exploit, because it was one of kind of Monaco's weaknesses that got flagged up in my scout report that I was sent, was the fact that from set pieces they perhaps struggled a little bit when it came to the defending. But anyway, first goal there for them was Berbatov from a set piece. We then got a penalty through Royce, which was very nice, and he buried it. I believe this came from the ball going out wide and a cross coming into the box, and there was a foul on. It might have been Giroud in the centre. So we got away with that a little bit. We got, obviously, the penalty which Royce buried. And then late on in the game, 93 minutes on the clock, Raheem Sterling was ever present, and he was just there at the near post. Nice cross by Sanchez, rescued a point there. Unfortunately, we did lose our last game, and that was against Ajax, and that was a big game for us. If we'd won it, we would have been out of the group stage, and it was a game that was a pretty poor performance by both teams. We were unfortunate to concede, but on the flip side, we didn't deserve to win, so I can't have too many complaints. So anyway, that leaves the Group A looking like this. We play Shakhtar. If we win, we'll finish above them, and we'll be in the knockout stages. If we draw, it's not enough, no matter what. We have to win this game. It's a must-win. Players are a little bit tired from playing in Europe, and Khedira is actually going to be banned, so I'm going to have to make some changes accordingly. One of the issues that I do have with my team is defensive midfielders. We definitely have a lack of a solid defensive midfielder, so Flamini's going to come in there. Ozil's on 88% condition. We have got Wilshere on the bench, so that's not too bad. A like-for-like change there. I think other than that, I might stick with kind of our three attacking midfielders in Sterling, Royce and Sanchez. None of them are 100% fit, but we have got Walcott, Chamberlain, Welbeck and Ozil, who are all capable of playing different areas of that kind of front trio if need be. So we'll go into this game. Hopefully we can get a reward for kind of, I guess, sticking in this competition. And we've been fighting late in these games. It would be very fortunate for us to go through in this. There is kind of part of me that almost hopes that we don't go through, just so we have more kind of focus on the league and I can kind of play a rotated team in Europe. But we'll see how we get on. I forgot to also mention the fact that since the last episode, I've actually signed a contract with Arsenal. The board wanted to hold on to me. Obviously, when you start a new save, you only have a 1-year contract at the club you're starting at. And Arsenal were very keen to offer me a new contract to kind of reward the progress that I'd made with the side so far this year. Another little bit of news that's been going on off the pitch is Raheem Sterling's been called up and added to the shortlist, I believe, for the World Golden Ball as well as European Golden Boy awards, which is pretty crazy for a 19-year-old to be in that situation. But he has been absolutely incredible for us this year in the league, and obviously he got that key goal against Monaco. So he's been one of the best signings we've made this year, and he's kind of looking like he could be one of the world's best players. I must admit, at the start of the save, there were a few people in the chat questioning this decision to sign him for 42 million, but right now it's looking like a pretty good investment. We just missed a clear-cut chance after 23 seconds there, which is disappointing. Giroud missing a fairly easy chance, and you'd kind of hope that we could have made more of that. Unfortunately, nothing going our way. Looking at the stats, though, we're having more of the ball. We're having a lot more shots. Shakhtar yet to test our keeper. Royce here with the set piece. Back post, Koscielny heads it, cleared, but he will get the follow-up. 1-0. We know what is needed of the team here. We need to win. If we win, we are through. If we draw, it's not enough. So that is a fantastic start. Right now, Shakhtar looking like they're being dominated by us statistically. Last time we played them, we lost at 4-1. So I'm slightly paranoid of the threat that they possess going forward because they didn't have that many shots to convert things. And as I say that, Dentinho scores with their first shot on target, and that is disappointing. It was a fine finish by him, but that now leaves us in a situation where, again, we are back to chasing this game because a draw isn't enough. It's not enough. We have got options on off the bench, and that's one thing that I've been very fortunate with here at Arsenal is I have got plenty of players capable of playing in the final third who can come on and really make an impact on the game. Having players like Walcott and Oxlade-Chamberlain on the bench, kind of players with that kind of pace, is a real nice option to have with 20 minutes left as Giroud has a chance and misses it. On the flip side, I guess one of the issues that I am finding is that we do lack defensive kind of coverage in terms of we have Chambers, Balanta, Mertesacker and Koscielny who can play centre-back. Chambers and Debuchy play right-back. Gael Clichy and Marcelo play left-back. And that's our defence. It's I guess Balanta can play out on the left, so we have got like kind of triple cover there. But in terms of actual depth, we are a little bit on the lacking side. It's not come back to bite me yet, and injuries, as long as it isn't like a huge issue, injuries, and we don't get absolutely plagued with them, we should be okay. But right now, we are not okay. We are not playing well. I'm going to tell the players how it is. We've not been good enough. I'm going to tell the midfielders I've got faith in them to make a difference. This is their moment. Looking at condition, a few players are struggling a little bit, which was always going to be an issue going into this game. Looking at it, Shakhtar managed to get their kind of foot on the ball a little bit more in the latter stages of that second half and dictate the play a little bit better. I want to press them a little bit more. I want to put some pressure on them, and we're going to go a little bit more direct as well with Giroud being kind of the big man to, I guess, get flick-ons for the on-rushing midfielders because we're struggling. We are struggling. There is 35 minutes left, and we have to score. Maybe a chance here. Giroud. Options ahead. He's gone for the shot. Oh my gosh, he's just scored from 40 yards. 60 yards. Oh my gosh. What a finish. I want to watch it in 3D, but I can't because of this laptop. But wow. What a goal that was. Holy crap. 60 yards by Giroud. Surely he can't score again. He can't. He puts it wide from 8 yards after scoring that previous one. How disappointing can you get? But nevertheless, an incredible strike. We will go back and watch it at the end of the game. I want to see exactly how that panned out. The keeper taking a free kick for them high up the field, and he's been chipped. Oh dear, it's Flamini about to get sent off. We are going to have to cling on by the skin of our teeth here now. We are 2-1 up, but we cannot afford to concede. And we're going to be playing down a man for the rest of this game. So I'm actually going to switch to a 4-4-1, I think, and we're going to just go a little bit more defensively. In terms of how we actually kind of play philosophically, we're going to go with still a very similar style. I do want us to kind of keep our shape a little bit more at the back, so I'm going to switch my fullbacks to wing-backs defend rather than support. I don't want them getting too adventurous. Royce is fine out on the left. Sanchez is okay out on the right, although I'm going to switch them to wingers support rather than wide midfielders because I am going to need them to add width like when we're going forward on the odd occasion, but I don't want to have them too high up the field. Sterling and Wilshere are going to switch, so Wilshere will play the ball-winning midfielder role. I'm going to bring on Ozil for Sterling. In fact, no, I'm going to take Sanchez off because he can't naturally play right mid and Sterling can. So that works out a little bit nicer for us. But this is not a nice situation to be in right now. But that is the changes we're going to make. Just going to try and hold things firm. I don't want to change too much about the mentality. I don't want to sit on the back foot because we are the home team here. And even down a man, I feel like we probably need to try and create a few more opportunities. Maybe get that third goal of the game and the one that would give us the 2-goal cushion. So we'll see how we get on here. Ozil off the bench. Trying to put in Giroud, Wilshere. Sterling down the right. Can he do his thing? No, he can't. He will be tackled. And Argentina on the attack, but Koscielny covers well. Unfortunately for us though, Nem now bringing it forward. Douglas Costa buries it. The flag is not raised. Shakhtar draw even, and that does not bode well for us because now we are down a man and we need a goal. But Sterling here, can he create something? Can the 10 men of Arsenal get something here? It's not going to be easy. You can see the cracks beginning to show in the midfield as they're passing it around, as making that extra man count. And now Alvarez Balanta is going to be seeing red, and we are now down to 9 men. We are going to need a miracle here if we want to get anything from this game. Fortunately, we have got Mertesacker who we can bring on. I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm actually going to have to switch to 3 centre-backs. I think that's the only option I've really got is to play 3 centre-backs. Because I can't drop another defender because we need a goal. So I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go with this. I've got to do something slightly outlandish. I've got to do something that's going to be a little bit kind of unorthodox because we need a goal very, very badly. But that is pretty bitter sweet to see us go down to 9 men and need a goal now. Things have taken a horrible turn from being in a situation where after a 60-yard strike we looked all over the game to now be down to 9 men is real disappointing. We've got to try and create something if we can. Sterling, there's options in the middle. Debuchy, Royce, he's been fouled by Fred. Fred could get sent off here. It's going to be a 10v9. Royce now with a set piece. Hits the woodwork. Mertesacker with the rebound. Let's go, boys. Let's go. 9 men. We are back in this. Now we go all out defend. I said before when we were down to 10 men that we could kind of go for it a little bit more. Now I want us to sit. I don't care about playing Sterling and Royce out of position. We have to have them occupy roles for us where they're going to be able to work out defensively for us. So we're going to play them as wing-backs. Certainly not a conventional shape here, but at this point it doesn't really matter. We just need the win, and that is what we are going to go for right here. I'm going to have Ozil as a centre mid on attack. I want Wilshere dropping slightly deeper, and we are just going to try and apply, I guess, a strong defence here and hope that we can hold firm for 14 minutes and secure ourselves Champions League football. But it's not going to be easy. Even down 1 man is not easy. Wilshere here, though. Giroud. Sterling. Can Sterling do something here? No, he can't. He's tackled. Suddenly, this has got incredibly tense. They've got men surging forward. Wellington Nem passes it short, but Royce with a terrible pass. And Mertesacker now with a foul. If he gets sent off, I don't know what's going to happen. They're going to have a free kick here. Only a yellow card, but a free kick in a very dangerous position, but not going to result in anything. Although Kutcher's there, it's offside. This game has suddenly gone absolutely crazy. I don't even know how to feel about this right now. We need to just pause. I forgot to change this to counter. Just get men behind the ball and pump it up to Giroud when we can. Ajax may well be losing because we are now top of our group. If we finish top of our group, we get an easier draw theoretically because we'll be drawn against the team who finished second in their group. Unfortunately for us, though, we could be missing a few key players through suspension because of all these red cards, but there's still 20 minutes left. 20 seconds left. We just need to hold on. Ozil, hoof it up. Get rid of it, boys. Sterling, just Run, yeah, in the corner if you must. That'll do. That is game, set, and match. We are going to go through in an absolute incredible game. Mad. That was mad. Let's quickly, if we can, have a look at the Giroud goal here. So it comes from a set piece from the goalkeeper here, and the keeper kicks it. And it goes straight to Wilshere, who wins it in the air. Then Giroud shoots from inside his own half and chips the keeper. Incredible goal. That goal, probably the highlight of the game, but nevertheless, just the game in itself was an absolute mad game. But we are going to come away with the win. Well done, boys. It wasn't easy. We didn't make it easy for ourselves. 3 red cards in one game is pretty mad. But we have seen ourselves go through there. And look at that. Ajax lost 1-0 to Monaco. So we will be top of our group, giving us an easier game. What a change of events. What a result for the boys. Okay, guys, well, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. That was rather mad. Next episode will be the Tottenham game, and then also the Chelsea game, and then the episode after that, which will be a real short one, we've got the head-to-head game against Man City coming up immediately. But regardless, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. I can't think of many madder games than that where you're holding on and Mertesacker gets a goal that gets you Champions League football. That is crazy. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that, because I enjoyed playing it. And I hope that came through in the video. As always, if you did enjoy, smash the like button. It really does help out the channel, helps people find the videos and all that good stuff. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button for more Football Manager 2015 videos. And other than that, it is me, Jack, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.